My name is Elena, and in the studio we have Carolin Eickhoff. She is an international best-selling author of The Secret of Food. So thank you so much for coming. We're so excited to get to know you.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Awesome. So go ahead and tell us just a little bit about yourself for those of us who, don't really know much about you. Give us some details on who you are and something that will just teach us something about you.
So, I love food, right? So my background is in health management. I'm a personal trainer, right?
Wow.
Yeah. And I was leading a lot of fitness studios back home. I saw people coming into the studios and leaving. I'm doing this more than 10 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful because I'm, in the process, right in the middle, in people's healing journeys,
So tell us what inspired you.
What inspired me?
Yeah, what inspired you to get into that industry in the first place?
Yeah, so I had my own healing journey, right? So I was very sick at one point in my life, and it took me so many different things and learnings, right? And when we overcome all of these things, then we want to give back at one point. So that's why, I studied all of these nutritional things. But I'm so touched and moved because it was really God guiding this whole journey of faith and surrender, and always having our backs.
Yeah, what do you feel God asked you to surrender to him specifically?
We are right on point. I think trust is the first thing that comes to my mind. I really had to learn because I was always, I was this kid, and I always had this vision of being this woman that was so loving herself, full of joy, just being free. I wanted to be this, this woman, right? And I didn't feel that my inside was shining on the outside.
Wow.
There was this constant disconnect,
Yeah.
And do you feel
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah, and it was in me really changing my whole health and losing 300 pounds, reversing diabetes type 2.
Wow.
Right? I really had to get my health back, basically, right?
Yeah.
And in this process of really being locked in.
Locked in. Locked in.
God showed up in my life. And he suddenly guided me through this whole process because I didn't know at one point where to begin, what to do next. And it was so awesome how I suddenly changed the relationship I had with food.
Wow.
Because he said, you can't hate yourself or being self-sabotaging or maybe not nice to yourself in this process of loving yourself. Right?
Yeah.
If you want to be more connected and being attuned and really, feminine and experience all of these things, it has to come from this place of true love. And I'm okay, God, I want to learn that. Everybody is speaking about this whole thing about just love yourself, right?
Yeah.
And I said, but nobody could tell me how that actually works. I'm so how does it work? Practically, show me. I want to learn this, right?
Yeah. And how did he show you that?
Yes. So, one thing was actually food, right? How we view the food, how we bless the food, how not only what we eat is important, but how we eat it, how we nurture ourselves, right? So there were so many components of how he really showed me in beautiful ways to become softer, to become more gentle, compassionate towards myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So do you feel in order to be able to love yourself, you had to first surrender, right? you had to give up a certain level of control, and then you had to first understand that God and Jesus loves you unlike any other love, you know, any other form of love that you could possibly receive. Can you maybe speak on that a little bit?
I love this, because this is like, right, it's the foundation. I didn't know that. I didn't grow up with this belief, right?
Yeah.
And like, first you have to actually surrender and like accept his love.
Yes, accepting
it and receiving.
Right.
Big part. Receiving love. We have like easier time to give love. We can give to kids, to family, to other people. We all know what other people need, right?
Yeah.
You know, we have an easier time giving love, but it's in the receiving, right?
Wow, that's so powerful. That's so true.
Because in the receiving, right, we can't control how we receive. Right?
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful because, it is actually about surrendering to his love. Yeah.
What do you think is the first step in surrendering to his love and accepting that and receiving that love? Like, what do you, if you take yourself back to that time in your life, right? Do you remember anything specifically, or a point in that time where you just, something you did, something you said, maybe something you prayed, that you can teach others, you know, to do, who are also struggling with that and thinking, I don't know where to start?
Exactly. And I think this is the whole point why the love ball was born, because there's so many components. I'm like, I just try to find like the right thought, because this is like a hot topic.
So before we get into that, tell the audience, what is the love ball? How do you pronounce it?
Love ball.
Love ball. Okay,
love ball.
Perfect. It's a love ball.
It's a love ball. It's just a love ball.
Oh, okay, it sounds amazing. So tell us what exactly is the love ball, and then what inspired it?
Yeah, so it's like not just like a superfood snack. So it's like super delicious, right?
Okay.
It's like delicious, but it's also healthy and good for you.
Wow.
So guilt-free chocolate treat.
Yeah, guilt-free. That's the part. That's the part that's hard to come by, right? Guilt-free.
Because we don't want to district anymore. We don't want to like count all these calories and like being so, you know, there's so much pressure we have already in life. There's so much.
Yes.
What you said already, like control and all of these things. And I truly believe like that true freedom, you know, is on the other side.
Absolutely.
You know, it's in the abundance of food. It's in the abundance of this nourishment, nurturing, receiving love. Like his love, even like God's love, it's freely.
Yes.
It's like, it's
an abundance. It's an abundance. It pours out.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what you're doing essentially with this food.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's more like a type of a communion.
Wow.
Because I had a hard time receiving his love.
Yeah.
Coming from a place of like shame and guilt and all of these things, you can see that in somebody's health, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it showed up like drastically in my body. So I had to find a way how to actually love myself, but coming from a place of like true caring. Not overstepping boundaries, not like hating myself into love, not like restricting myself into this space, right? But like loving myself along the way, right?
Yeah, it's a journey.
It is a journey.
And you go through
right?
multiple steps and phases, I would imagine, you know, during that process.
Yes.
So do you feel like God had revealed to you who you were as his daughter, you know, and when he pours out that love onto you, were you able to look at yourself in such a different way than before?
And this is what happened and changed the trajectory of my whole entire life.
Wow.
I never imagined and I never thought that this is so pivotal when this happens. When you experience the Holy Spirit come upon you, you know. There is no doubt.
Yes.
It was such a profound moment in my life. I remember that God told me, follow me. I will send you the right people at the right time. You just have to like really follow me. And it took like a lot to do step by step, following him in faith, and really, you know, trusting step by step by step. It took like years, but there was one moment, right? I just want to like explain that to you because it's so beautiful.
Yeah, tell me about it. I want to know.
You're deep in this, like receiving, you know, the love of Christ, and I'm like, when you never experience that, right? It's like so foreign. I'm like, what does it even mean?
Yes.
You know, especially when there's trauma involved. When you have like, I didn't have a good relationship with my parents at that time. It was like, there was so much pain, right? There was so much pain, and I didn't know how to deal with this pain. So I was turning to food to distract. This is what we do, right? That's why, you know, we are, you know, always like turning to all of these things, to overworking, to, you know, drugs,
overcompensating,
alcohol, with different things,
right?
To just to distract.
Yeah.
But his presence is in the present, right?
Absolutely.
When we become present. So this is what happens with the food, you know. And he said, I need you to just start cooking. And I mean, like, what do you mean, just cook? This was my biggest pain point, you know, like the food thing. And he's like, yeah, I need you to go back in the kitchen and cook.
Wow.
Like, what is this? So I took 3 months dedicated towards this whole love journey. I wanted to become the woman that truly loves herself.
Can you tell us how long ago this was, or how old you were when this occurred?
That was like 2013.
2013. Okay, wow, so quite some time ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's where I actually met Jesus.
Wow.
So I was in this kitchen praying over the food. I was like talking to the mangoes, and I said to them,
talking to the mangoes,
and to the potatoes and tomatoes, and I said, this is, you're the most beautiful tomato I've ever seen in my life. And it felt like so weird and not right. And I'm like, wow, like I would love this. I would really love to love this, but I hate this. You know, I hate the food. I hate me. Like,
wow.
And I said to God, you know, if you're real, if you're truly real, everybody's talking about you.
Wow.
But if you're real, like, I need you to show up now.
Oh my goodness.
And I had this huge, do you know these moments when you cry out to God and you truly mean it?
Yes.
And you open your heart and you're like, wow. And I couldn't take this, you know, this, I wanted to have a change.
Yeah.
And I said to him, take this pain away from me. I don't want that. I want to experience what it means to truly take this away.
Wow.
So I didn't know what I was doing back then. And I was like actually really worshiping. And suddenly something lifted, right? It lifted. And I'm like, what is happening? And it felt like the Holy Spirit was dropping into this kitchen. I was on the floor crying, sobbing. It felt like a deliverance right there, right in the kitchen. I was like, whoa, it took hours. The whole atmosphere suddenly shifted, and like the Holy Spirit dropped into the kitchen, dropped into my body, and suddenly I had this overwhelming sensation of like a type of love I've never experienced in my life.
I got the chills.
And I'm like, what is this? I couldn't even make sense out of this.
Yeah.
I was so in shock. I was blown away. I was like, I want this feeling to never stop in my life. It was so beautiful. It was so soft. It was so loving. It felt like there was clarity. It felt like I was like breathing. It felt like I was the mango. It was like this crazy profound feeling, right?
Wow.
And like God talked to me and he said, I need you to look at me. And I stared at this energy ball that I was rolling the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
And he said, I need you to fully receive me.
Wow.
I want you to eat this ball like somebody who loves themselves. Take take it in, take the love in, take me in.
Wow.
That was so transformative. That changed my life. I didn't know anything about Jesus, communion to that point, like nothing, right? He just showed up in my life, in the ordinary, in my kitchen. Right there.
He meets you where you are.
He meets you where you are.
You know, people think that they have to clean themselves up before they go to Jesus. A lot of people think that. A lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people think that they're too far gone, that they're too dirty, that they're too unclean, that they're too unpure. And if only they knew that Jesus meets you in your mess. He meets you in the worst parts of your life, where you feel like you hate yourself, where you feel like you're unworthy of love, where you feel like no one can understand, where you're broken. He meets you in all of those areas, and he just meets you where you're at. So that's such a beautiful testimony for him to meet you right there in your kitchen.
And it changed my life. And then I thought, okay, wow, everybody like would experience things like this. And then I wanted to have more of this, and I wanted to make sense out of this. I'm like, wow, but it changed my life. It felt like I could it felt like somebody would take, you know, the curtain away. It felt like I could see for the first time. Everything felt so bright, so clear, clarity. I felt like there was like a type of numbing that was happening before, and it felt like when you receive love, you know, like you feel it's fuzzy. It's like right there. That's why the love ball is like there's like pink, you know, raspberry dust all over it.
Sounds amazing. It sounds like a lot of love.
Yes, it sounds like a lot of love. This is the physical representation of what I experienced. You know, this is so like beautiful. A physical, like this is like the symbol for me for like hope, because like God, like he meets you right there. He only wants your heart.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That's amazing. I think that that's so incredible. So I would love for you to tell us more about your book. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it. The Secret of Food, because, well, God told me, okay, write a book in a different language, you know.
English. So tell us about that, your native language, and then writing the book in English.
Again, this is, you know, sometimes when you're here, you have to listen and be obedient. And this is just what I did.
Obedience.
Like, you know, there's so many. You can ask every person, what is the right diet? How should I eat, right? And you get like 8 million different answers. And it's not only about like what we eat, but how we eat, and the spiritual component in this, to become like truly transformed. Because what I saw after this whole process, 2013-14, I studied nutrition. I went to university and became a health manager, right? So I wanted to have like an explanation, you know, like what happened, because after this whole experience, I got super fit. I lost 300 pounds, changed my whole, like everything. But it was only because I was like guided by the Holy Spirit. There was some aspect that I didn't knew anything about before, right? And I think that this is the missing link, and the key, what so many people in the health industry, what they miss. It's about food and faith and health. God wants to be invited in all of these different places and parts, right? And it talks about so many stories, how the presence of God showed up. So many practical steps too, and I really share some beautiful, beautiful stories. It's like a, I don't know. It's like a love story, actually.
It's a love story.
Yes, it's just a love story, you know, because everybody wants to experience this type of love. And I noticed we can't have the long-lasting feeling of satisfaction. We can buy all these things, we can have all these, we can get the number, get the, you know, reach the...
but check the box.
Check the box. But it's about checking the box on the outside and feeling worthy on the inside.
Yes.
Feeling good, feeling, you know, all of these things. And we need to turn to God, you know, because He's the provider.
He's the source.
He gets all the glory.
He's the source of the love.
Yeah,
because what's the sense of, you know, checking off all of these boxes and all of these accomplishments and goals and milestones that people work so hard for if at the end of the day, internally, you're still feeling unworthy and upset and angry and bitter. And
you know, we need both. We need the inside, the outside. We want to have fun on the way. We want to be loved on the way. And everything is supposed to be joyful, you know, not restrictive. Even when I think about now, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Like the whole approach of how we view food, you know, it doesn't make sense, you know, because the fruits of the Spirit, it's supposed to give us peace. We are meant to like live in peace, experience that within our own bodies, where we can rest, especially for us women. We need to feel safe, safety, rested, not so much like the striving thing and pushing and, you know.
Yeah, that's amazing. So Umberto, can we get the TVs back on? We cut this whenever I have to look.
Good.
Yeah, so you talk about breaking free from self-criticism.
Okay.
What does that look like for you?
Breaking free from self-criticism?
Yeah, like what's maybe one specific thing that advice that you would give, you know, for a step for someone to take in order to do that?
I mean, I think first it's always awareness that we have this critical mind sometimes telling us things about ourselves, or we're so harsh sometimes towards ourselves. And I always say, if you wouldn't say that to your grandma or to your mother or to your best friend, and don't say it to yourself.
Why are you saying it to yourself?
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow, so many people need to hear that. That's such a beautiful thing, you know, to remember, and just, it's so true, because we're often very kind to other people, right? And to ourselves, we just see ourselves in a different light, or we struggle with seeing how valuable we are. But that's what's so amazing about Jesus, and when you connect with Him and when you allow Him to really show you, He shows you how He sees you. And then you're able to see yourself in that way.
But you have to come to a point as a woman to actually accept it, right? To receive
you have to accept it. You have to really acknowledge that first.
Exactly. Yeah. But this is so beautiful, because this gives you a level of confidence when you remember who you are and whose you are.
Whose you are.
It gives you a level of confidence I think nothing can give you on the outside. This is so profound. You take this everywhere with you. It's like right here.
Yeah, you never have to leave it anywhere. You don't have to leave it at home. You don't have to leave it when you go to your friend's house. It's something that is everywhere, all the time.
And it doesn't matter if you achieve today a lot, or if you know, did all the right things or not. This love will never go away. It's like right here.
Yeah, it's something that you can't buy.
You know,
it's something that you can't. You know, it says that nothing can snatch you out of His hand.
Yeah.
And I think that's such an important thing, because we often things can get taken from us in the blink of an eye, right? I'm sure you've experienced that yourself.
Yeah.
And to know that nothing can snatch you out of the hand of God.
Yeah.
It's a promise. And I think it's just such a beautiful thing to be able to just keep that in mind everywhere you go. No matter what you're doing, no matter how you're feeling, no matter what you've been through, once you accept God into your heart,
Yeah.
nothing can separate you from him. It's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's
It's amazing. So you mentioned treating the body as a temple.
Yes.
Tell us about that. What does that look like for you?
So that looks like that I don't it's not only things that we like do wellness wise. It's not about taking a nice bath. It is, you can see that in somebody else's body when there's tension.
Yeah.
It is mostly when people say yes when they mean no.
Wow.
It's when they're overstepping their own boundaries. When they internally don't want to do something, but they still want to be like a people pleaser.
Wow, that's
because
so
that's
good.
their conditioning of how they learn to receive love, right? Their coping strategy, like coping mechanism, right? In childhood, for example, and they want to please, right? Or they overgive, and then, you know, this is, you know, and then people run empty, or they do like things that they truly don't want to do, and the body is like buffering it, right? And then at one point it breaks. You know, that's like the whole thing of like not only exercise in the morning and then 5 spirulina like things. It's cool to have like a routine to give him, you know, some like, you know, proper things, and like every day it's like a child. It's like nurturing, like a kid. You care for, you tend to. It's like, oh wow. So why there's pain, not overstepping the pain, like truly listen when there's something. Okay, taking time, maybe sometimes being like slow, you know, all of these things where you just like, instead of like rushing, take a moment to, you know, I don't know, massage your leg when you like cream your body, you put something, lotion on your body, for example. This is beautiful, but like really blessing with your words, speaking truth over your body, acting like it, you know, and this means saying no when you mean no, and yes when you mean yes. Following through, you know, making promise and stick to it. I have so many people, you know, they come to me, they say, okay, they say, yes, I'm at 9 a.m. I'm at work, right? Because my boss told me to. Yeah. But they don't follow up with the promises they make to themselves.
Wow.
Right?
Wow, that's
why
so
should
powerful.
Why should I wake up at like, they don't usually do that at 7 in the morning and go for a run, for example, right? And again, this is like really start prioritizing and like really, you know, like to show yourself, yes, not only I am important, he's important. Right? It's like this whole commitment towards self, not like letting you down, not like, you know, saying a promise and then don't keep it, right? It's about this commitment where we show ourselves again and again, you can trust me. No, you can really trust me. You can trust me. And you develop this trust with like repetition.
Within yourself,
Within yourself, like again and again. And again, and then, okay, you fall off the wagon, no problem. Next day, you can choose again and do it again, right? Yeah. And this is like this type of thing when you meet somebody and you're like, wow, they're not only like pretty on the outside, but they have substance. Yes. They have like depth on the inside. They met like deeper parts within themselves. Like, you know, when you have your own back. Yeah. When you behave like your own best friend. Yes. When you talk like it. When you walk it out loud. And then maybe being bold enough to ask God. So God, what do you want for my life? What's the purpose? I'm here for a purpose. So like choose me, take me, send me, right? Yeah. And then being bold to really step into this higher vision for life, right? So we are an active, present vessel for his love. Like a force for good in action, right? Yeah. We are not here, like we are here and meant to experience heaven on earth, right here, right now. That's it, heaven down to earth. Wow. This body is like a vessel. Yeah. That's why we need to be in peace with this. Yeah. Because I noticed the healthier I got, the more I could hear from God, and the quicker I was in like acting on it, because it felt like this feedback loop of like, oh, there's somebody who's I can use for my love. And then when you are trustworthy, you get trusted with more.
Wow, that's so good.
Look at this, what happens here. You are trustworthy, and then God can bless it, multiply it.
Wow, that is so amazing.
Because everything what we do is for others.
Yes, we're called to serve.
Exactly. That's why, you know, like I've been through that. I know how to lose weight, do all of these things. I have fun with myself, you know. But at one point, you're like, okay, it's not about me, right? Us.
Right.
So how, like, what's the benefit for others? How can we help others to overcome, like, the trauma, these loops, being stuck in the place where they don't want to be, right? Like, get them out into the freedom.
And that's what this book does.
Yes.
That's what this book does for
beautiful
people.
Breakthroughs.
Wow. So, breakthrough, healing,
yes.
Self-love.
Come on.
Learning to love yourself and love food.
Yeah.
And also see yourself the way that God sees you, all in one book. I mean, that's an incredible book. Yes. That's an amazing, I can see why it is a bestseller.
Yeah, it's because we're here for the purpose, right?
Yeah, and this is, do you feel that this is your purpose, that you are currently walking in the path that God has called you to live?
Yeah, he gave me the word, food for purpose. Food for purpose. You know, like we're giving them out for like people in need, homeless people.
That's
like,
amazing.
It's like a revival tool. We pray over them. Like there's so many like churches that have them, and they give them out like as communion. We're like chocolate cheers, Jesus. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so awesome. It's like even on the plane. I sometimes like eat love balls with my neighbor on the plane, and they're like, "What is this?" And then suddenly we here we are talking about God and God, right? It is so cool.
I can't even imagine the amount of conversations you've been able to have with people and just open up to you about God and just how He's transformed your life, what He's been able to do for you and through you.
Exactly.
Just because of your obedience and your letting go.
Yeah, but something so simple, right? And sometimes people just, you know, like what I noticed and over, like even in my story, see that it doesn't need much sometimes. All what it takes sometimes, you know, is like like a good hot meal and a hug.
Oh my gosh, that's the best.
And somebody
it's amazing. It's the best, really.
You know, and somebody just telling you like, you know, like I believe in you. Like,
yes.
I truly, like I see you, you know. Wow. It is so profound.
It is.
And not at the same time, it's so simple. It's just love, you know.
It's love.
That's what love is.
And God is love.
Exactly.
It's such a beautiful thing. I think that's the way that God has moved in your life and how He's using you. It's truly inspiring. It's very inspiring, and I'm so glad that He's brought you here to be able to share your story with so many people. Can you tell me one of your favorite memories that this love ball has been able to bring you? Maybe just something that happened with a friend, something that happened with a stranger, a family member.
Wow, I love this question. Good question. One of my favorite moments. You know, like things are getting passed down in the family line, right? And it takes one person to change generations, right? And God always told me, I will use you, right? You will be set free. And then there will be so many things happening in your family. And it was so wow, because there were so many cousins that all had, you know, similar problems. And there's always like the story, but it takes one person breaking free, and they received also, they got saved, you know, and the whole health changed. And it's so beautiful. Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. Thank you so much for sharing that. Can you share a personal journey or experience when it comes to writing this book? Like, share something with us.
Okay. What I noticed, so many people...
Let me re-ask it, because it's shaped. It's about shaping. Can you share a personal journey or experience that really helped shape you during writing this book?
In writing the book? While writing the book?
Yeah.
I felt like the writing of the book was like part of the whole journey. I felt like I was in the middle of it, of the chapter.
Wow, you were in the middle of the chapter.
Yes.
And that's so cool because, you know, you don't know what's going to happen next.
Exactly.
You don't know. And that's where your faith and your trust in God comes in, because you're in the middle of it. You can't see what's ahead, right? Yeah. And you're just called to lean into Him, to trust in Him, to have faith in Him. And look at where it's brought you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've changed so many, you know, stories and lives and family members and friends and in relationships as a whole, all through the love of food and sharing the secret of food.
Is that amazing?
Yeah, it's incredible.
He's always like, who's on the other side of this obedience, right? Who's on the other side of our obedience? And sometimes we don't know, and this is like the fun part, who is actually being impacted by us just showing up and doing what God is telling us to do.
Yes.
Because so many times I get like feedbacks from people from a different country. This got a bestseller. This became a bestseller in the US, in Canada, in Australia, and in Germany. Like 4 different continents, right?
It's amazing.
And I get like messages from people I don't know in Canada. They prayed. Like a friend of a friend gave a friend of the friend the book, right? You know, like, you know how that works, right?
Yeah.
Because God is using this.
Yeah, God is working. He's at work.
It's His thing, right? And then this woman, she needed like some, you know, something, like some part of the book, and her life got transformed. So isn't that beautiful?
Yeah,
because we always think, oh my God, I can't do this, you know, like I don't know.
Self-doubt.
Exactly, the self-doubt. But when you hear things like this over and over again, it gives you, again, confidence to really show up and actually do the hard things. Do the work, you know, even when there's doubt or fear, you know, we turn to Him. And usually we're doing it anyway, you know, because this is so beautiful to see so many lives being changed and transformed, people being set free.
Yes.
And like reading sometimes people's comments, I'm like, wow, this is actually so fascinating, because I was the one that was looking for these informations, you know, back then. And it is so healing to do that, right? I'm like, my younger self, my younger Carolin would have needed this book, right? When I was struggling, when I was doubting all of this. And so many people say chapter 6 and 7 are the most transformative ones. And I'm like, yeah, because I take people back into the jungle of Costa Rica to some waterfalls. Yes, and it is so amazing how, you know, the presence of God, it's like we just have to, I give the image of the waterfall, right? His love and presence is like the waterfall.
Yeah, like
right?
a running river.
It's like running.
Yeah.
And we just have to put ourselves like right into the middle, open our arms, and be like, okay, I'm here, I'm listening. Okay, God. And sometimes we just go to the left and we're like, I can't hear Him, or like to the right, no. We're wondering why things are not working out. And it's so simple that we sometimes, like, it takes sometimes only like this little bit of shifting, not much, to just be calibrated again. And we are right in the middle again. And the love is here, it's flowing, you know. It's supposed to be easy.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be easy. We just have to...
And sometimes just being still.
Exactly.
Sometimes just not, you know, even leaning because when you lean, you might miss it, right? Because you think, well, it's not happening in the exact time that I want it to happen.
Exactly what the mind says.
It's not fast enough for me. We're so used to getting things almost immediately, especially in this generation, right? And being able to just sit still and let God move, give him the time, give him your patience.
Exactly.
Lay it at his feet and just wait on him.
Cool, huh?
Because he is omnipresent and he's not limited to time here on earth like we are. So being able to just trust in him and say, okay, I'm gonna wait for however long it takes.
Exactly.
Because it's not my timing. What do I know?
Exactly.
You know? Well, we really don't know anything. We have a chance to learn every single day by trusting in God time and time again. And just saying, okay, well, I'm going to bring it to you again. I'm going to bring it to you again. I'm going to keep waiting as long as it takes. So you talked about, you know, self-doubt a little bit, and I wanted to know, is there a time where you felt like when you were writing this book, did you feel some self-doubt and every now and then? And like, if you did, how did you get through those feelings?
Yeah, I mean, I think if people would like us saying, oh, like I have it all figured out, I'm like, I don't know, are you human? Are you? We are human in this whole process. The flesh, constantly, they're constant, like every day. That's why this practice, like, you know, with him, you know, praying daily, it's like a daily thing. It's a daily commitment. It's a daily, every day. Every now we can change, like redirect. But like, of course, why now? Like so many different things. I don't want to share my story. I don't know, like this. Talk about that.
You know? Did you ever feel that way? Like, I'm not ready, or I don't know if I should share this, or maybe I'm being too vulnerable.
I mean, yes. I mean, even they're like, when you do such a project, right? Even with everything, there are resources involved, time and money and all of these things, right? And this is like where God is also like testing us, right? Because sometimes, you know, he is like, how committed are you?
How committed are you?
Right, to what I'm actually saying, right? Because it took me a lot. I mean, I had to fly to California, you know, to meet with the publisher, you know. There's like a lot of like things involved, so much money, you know, like a lot of people who I think who are like don't really understand God. They would be like, this is crazy, like why shouldn't, you know? And you can easily justify things, but when you hear him and when you're on a mission and when your heart is so on fire for Jesus, I mean, that's it, right?
You go when he says go.
You just go. And this was always like the thing. Like I hopped on these planes, took the chances, like doing the do, right? Doubting. And I think it's actually not listening to the enemy, or like snap out of it, recover faster. You know? It's like, of course, falling down, but you have to get back up. Get into his presence, into the words, okay, right? And what you said about this whole commitment thing, when you're so committed to Jesus, nobody can take that, like, I mean, when you know that you know that you know, like he has your heart.
You just can't deny it. You can't, once he opens your eyes, you can't unsee.
Exactly.
You can't unknow.
You can't unsee what you see. So that's it is such a profound, deep connection. Like, I don't know if I would be, because I said to him, okay, like if I don't do this, you know, like I know you want me to do it this way, but this is, so many people told me not to do it in a different way, especially, you know, in the marketing world, right? This is a good one. Listen, you know, like you have these concepts of how it should look like, of how are things supposed to go, right? Do it this way, do it that way. This is like the right way. This is how it's supposed to go. This, you know, all of these things. And then God says, I'm your marketing genius. Like, you need me.
Oh my goodness, that's so good.
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
that's
you don't need any of these things.
Oh my gosh.
When I tell you go, you go. If I tell you stop, you stop. Like, I am the source. I am your provider. I am the marketing person. I am the one that is opening the doors and that is shutting the doors, that no more, you know, man can open and shut.
Yes.
Right? And this is so awesome when you like literally see these things with your own eyes. I was like in wow, in awe of God. I'm like, I could see it daily, every day. I'm like, I was like, wow. Yes, you're right. I mean, like, I know that, but
right,
like,
you're right. I know.
It's getting so exciting when you see your whole life through different eyes. I'm like, wow. And another thing, really quickly, because I never like put that on the podcast, but that was really profound. When this came out, right?
Your book?
Yes. There were so many people coming up to me, especially in the media. You know, do it this way, again. That way, talking to me like about like certain things, right? And like things got a little stuck, and I got so frustrated. And I was like, God, like, why is this? Like, why is that? Like, why didn't it work out? Like, I was so frustrated. I was like, at this one point, I was like, damn it. And I was like on the floor again. I was like, okay, here I am. Here I am to bow down, worship, like feet of Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, and you know what happened? Do you know what he told me? Why do you go to these people to get approval? Why do you ask men? Why do you go to all of these people and like try to get confirmation after confirmation and like why do you ask them for permission over your vision when I gave you the vision?
Oh my goodness.
I am the one who put the vision in your heart. Only you can bring it to life, and I already gave you all of this.
Wow.
Why do you listen? Like, why is your focus here when it should be like right there?
On me, on my eyes, yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Wow, that actually convicted me. You know, that's something that I think happens to anyone, even, you know, as a Christian, even when you're in your faith, just like it happened to you.
And this is, you can like compare, like you can use this. This is why I also love the book and all of these nutritional things. How many times does it happen to all of these women asking for questions? What is the right diet? What should I do? Asking this person, that person. Like there is so much confusion, so much warfare, so many like when they just have to fix their eyes on God and be like, okay, here I am. I'm praying, like fix your eyes. You know, come back, you know.
That's the difference with your book.
That's difference.
What makes it so special.
Yes.
Because you're not here to sell a nutrition plan.
No.
You're not here to sell a workout routine. That's not what this is. This is something that is so unique, unlike anything else, because you go directly to the source, and you're a living testimony of that. God breathed the word upon you, and you are able to share your experience with thousands of people because of your obedience and because you were able to surrender and accept the love of God. And now you're pouring that love that Jesus has poured into you. You're pouring that into food and sharing that with the world.
Yes.
And that is just a testimony of how God can use anyone. Anyone, because I guarantee if you had looked at yourself, right? You said you had lost 300 pounds before, right? So if you had looked at yourself in the mirror before that, at 300 and something pounds, I'm sure you had to have looked at yourself and thought before, I'm not capable. I'm not worthy. There's no way that, you know, God can use me
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at my lifestyle. But God can use anyone and transform your life completely and entirely, just like that.
Exactly.
Just with a yes. Just with an okay. Just with an I trust you. So that's such a beautiful thing. Like, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for anyone who gets to read this book to be able to like grasp that transformation.
Yeah.
You know, and especially with your food. So tell me a little bit more about the different types of food. Is it strictly candy? Like, is it strictly chocolates? What is it exactly? Because I'm sure people are curious.
Actually, you're right. Never had this question before. So for right now, I don't know of what's to come, right?
You never know.
You never know. But it's the love balls, yes, and the bars.
Okay, so tell me, like, what's the difference between those two things?
Or just the love ball is like this whole revelation thing, right? What I told you in the kitchen, this is like the signature product.
Yeah.
I love this because it goes against like what people say, you can't eat chocolate in your diet. And I'm like, you know what? You should try like the Jesus chocolate diet. Oh. One love ball a day.
Yeah, it keeps the hate away too.
Yeah, it does. It actually does. And it's such a cool reminder during the day to, okay, am I present? Where am I? Like what is happening here? And center, and it is so beautiful. For me, it's like a reminder in the everyday to look what's happening, to become present, to become still, and invite the Holy Spirit.
And to let God move.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yes. Let God move in your life.
This is the love ball.
Well, I have not.
You want to try?
I have not tried this.
I know. No,
I haven't tried it, and I'm actually really excited because I want to try it. Caroline was so nice enough to bring into this studio her chocolates, her famous love balls. So I really want to see what it's all about.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, we're gonna do some ASMR and unbox it right here. People love the sound of that.
I love this.
Have you ever done this before? Have you ever had somebody try the chocolate first impression on video?
Not like this.
Oh my goodness, so we're about to do it.
But like, yeah, like this is like honest thing. Oh. So excited.
All right, so just to give you guys a little, explanation of what this looks like. It looks so pretty. Let's just talk about that because it's like a pinkish color.
Yes.
It's like a pinkish red. So it already reminds me of love. Reminds me of like Valentine's, honestly. So let's smell it. That smells really good. So I am a huge fan of sweets.
Oh.
Yeah, like I love sweets. I am definitely that type of person that I get a sweet tooth after I eat, something, if it's dinner, lunch, whatever it is. So I am really excited to try this. Let's see what it's about.
It's about tasting God with all our senses.
It's so good. It's honestly so good. I gotta finish chewing, guys.
There's more. Wait for it.
It's so good. Honestly. It's chewy. It's like, I love the texture of it because it's not just one texture. You're getting like a little bit of crunchiness in there too.
Yes, we love the crunch.
It's so good. Yeah, so if you're somebody who's like a texture person,
yes,
this is really good. You can taste the difference, right? Like you can taste that it's good for you, but not in a way that's turns you off or you're like
boring.
Yeah, it's not boring. It's not like, people are gonna hate me for saying this, but like matcha, right? Matcha tastes a little bit grassy, and I'll drink matcha. here and there. Like I'll drink it with oat milk,
Yeah.
but I like it sweet. I like to put like vanilla in there. And this, it's like different for me from matcha, you know, because it's, you can taste that it's healthy, but in a way that's so good.
Yes.
In a way that's really tastes amazing. Like I could eat, I don't know how many I could eat of these. I could eat a lot.
That's the whole goal, you know, like healthy and delicious go together, right? It can
Yeah.
be modern, fresh, like it's supposed to be uplifting the spirit, right? It's like you have more energy than before. You feel good.
Yeah, so
free.
tell me what's in, so what is in this? Like I want to know,
Yeah.
because you said it's a love ball, right? So does it give you some energy? Like what, it's a superfood?
Yes, so the superfood, it's based on dates. This is where you get the sweetness from,
okay.
right? So no extra sugar or something. It's like
Wow.
the dates.
Yeah.
This gives you like the nice, like more like creamier texture, because we tried to make it more like a truffle. And you see it when it's more warm, it like starts really to melt.
Yeah.
It's like this melting experience.
You can tell how much you love what you've made just by the way you're looking at it. And I think that's so amazing, because when God puts something in your heart,
Yeah.
and it's your passion, and it's something you're passionate about, and it's for His glory,
Yes.
you can see it. Like you can see it in you.
Yeah.
You can see that you look at it with love.
Yeah.
Like I really see that when you look at this, and when you're talking, you can just see in your eyes like the light of God, and how you're like, okay, like I've been able to achieve this and do this with the acceptance of God's love and bringing people to Him. Like it's incredible.
Yeah.
So even though I just met you, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
So the date is like, and then we have like, you know, cacao powder, and then cacao nibs.
That's
So it's
that
like-
crunchy part.
That's the crunchy part. It's like the raw cacao fruit.
I love it.
You know, that's not like the milk chocolate what we know here. You know, not the.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
different.
like this is real cacao.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the superfood stuff with all the antioxidants inside. You know, this is so good for our blood and so good for the mood and the brain and the mind and the clarity. Love this. And then it's look at this, yeah. And then it's what do you call it? It's like dipped in the finest raspberry.
Okay, is that
powder.
what this coloring is?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Again, we don't have artificial flavors or colorings or something.
Yeah.
So it's just dried raspberry. It's like a dust, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you can taste the love in the love ball.
Oh, I love
For
it.
sure.
Cool. Are you ready for another one? One more, like
Yeah, absolutely.
like really honest thing. So that's the second thing.
Okay.
That's the food for purpose bar.
Okay.
This is the other product.
This is called the food
This is the
for
mango
purpose
power.
bar. Mango power. So I like mango. Let's see what this is about.
Let's see. I'm excited. If you ever tried a protein bar like this.
Have you tried this? This is really good.
Aha!
So the real question is, are you going to leave us with some of these?
Did you see the big bag?
Yeah, I'll bring a goodie bag.
Bring the goodie bag. Bring the goodie bags.
That's really good. So I have a question. Is there any type of banana in there as well?
No.
No? I can taste something like, it's not, the mango isn't super overwhelming.
Do you know what that is?
No.
That are a little bit of coconut flakes.
Okay, that's the magic in there.
That's the magic.
Wow.
So it's just, you know, amazing mango, you know, but usually when you have it dried, you chew on it and it gets stuck to your teeth.
Yeah.
So we like did it in this because you're also a consistency lover. Like
Yeah, I am.
it's combined with dates too,
Yeah.
and some coconut flakes, and we put some guarana inside. Guarana is more like it gives you like a boost,
Okay.
not like a caffeine thing, but a natural superfood
Yeah.
that makes you, you know, awake.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to be awake now because I'm about to finish both of these. As soon as we get out of here, I'm going to eat them. So, Caroline, thank you so much for sharing. This has honestly been such an incredible podcast. I'm so grateful to you that I was able to be a part of this and that you've been able to just share your story, share your heart, share the love you have for food and the love that Jesus has been able to pour into you, and now you're pouring it onto so many other people. So thank you so much for coming in. And if you are still listening to this and watching, Caroline is really such an amazing woman. You can just tell how much she loves food, loves herself, and loves Jesus. So if you want to learn more about how you're able to achieve that in your own life and just achieve self-love, achieve a love that can't be bought through God, then absolutely get your hands on this book. I'm super excited to read it, and you definitely have to get your hands on her food and her candy if it's available to you. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.
Hey.
Wow, that was an amazing closing thing.
Awesome.
No, you're awesome. Wow, look at you.